excited. We got Lee on. I mean, you've been in roofing for a long time.
Forever. Yes.
How did it start?
My folks divorced in my early teens. I was just a kid from Colorado. My mom married a year or so later. She married a roofer from Texas, and the rest is history.
So were you working as a contractor for a bit before you went into the material side?
How did that happen? I started out picking up trash off of job sites for $4 an hour. If I can sit here today with you, anybody can. Everybody I've met that's tried to escape this business, at any point in their career, they all come back. We all come back.
Why do people come back?
But once it's in your blood, once you've got that taste of, you genuinely helped make this particular project successful, and then it grows from there, and then it's 2 projects, then it's 4, and then it's 8. And then when you can duplicate that same success into the people around you, it makes it all worth it. I think that's why everybody comes back.
Do you have any other examples in your career where like a problem or a challenge facilitates some sort of innovation or a breakthrough?
Just every day. Probably the next best case example I could give you, most independent reps I think would agree, you've got multiple lines that you're selling. It's not just one thing. So, and one of the glaring things that we found that we're missing was an all-purpose repair sealant. As you get into chemistries, you can find a really good polyurethane, for instance, but that only works for certain things. You can find a really good butyl rubber sealant. That's only going to work for certain applications. So we wanted something that fit the widest bill of what we might go over out there and be able to waterproof something in the rain if we needed to. We went and found something that we could start with, and then hired a chemist and produced it and came up with another product called Roof Dope, and we've sold it coast to coast. I mean, these guys can go out and put this stuff down in the middle of a pond and it'll stay put.
What are other things that manufacturers can do to be better?
Bridging the gap between the membrane manufacturers and the fluid applied on the warranty verbiage would, I think, be a big start there. And there are some manufacturers that have already done that. So, in fact, there are fluid applied manufacturers that have really made that warranty offering more attractive than anything you can get on the membrane side. So there is a distinct difference between a single ply NDL warranty and a coatings labor and material warranty. And we bump into that a lot,
Yeah. What are some specific valuable lessons, and it could be very roofing specific or in general, that you've learned over the years?
By far, if I'm being honest, the biggest thing that I've learned in this industry, you almost have to forget that your customer is your customer. If you want them to be your customer, you really need a friend. And that's what they're looking for also, because friends will tell each other the truth. That's what I've learned the most. Try to turn every relationship into a friendship, because then it's genuine and you don't get a percentage of their business, you get all of it.
Lee, when you're not, doing roofing, do you have any hobbies?
Look, I've got a big barn here on my property, so when I'm home, I like to build. Got a lot of builders in the family, so that's probably in the blood. I think it up in my head and draw it out, and sometimes it takes me weeks to plan it all out, and then I go build it.